Thought process to integrate the card animation from NMTestPy into Rock-SQL-Pi. Understand the goal. The request is to replace the simple bonus quiz card display in Rock-SQL-Pi with the more complex, animated card display from NMTestPy. This involves bringing over the animation logic, state management, and drawing functions. Analyze NMTestPy. Initialization. Loads images, cover and content, and sounds specific to the cards. Constants. Defines positions, die pose, bonus start pose, etc. Rotations. Bonus start rotation, scale, start scale, and durations, growing duration, etc. State management. Uses a dictionary anime state to track the active animation type, state, start time, images, position, rotation, scale, etc. Helper functions. Get scaled pose, interpolate position, draw card. Draw card is crucial as it handles scaling, rotation, and width scaling. For the flip, main loop logic, handles key presses, KB, KQ, to trigger animations. Updates anime state based on the current state, growing, flipping, showing, flipping back, shrinking, and elapsed time. Uses draw card to render the card based on the anime state. Also handles screen resizing and scaling, scale, scaled bonus start, etc. Analyze Rock-SQL-Pi. Relevant parts. Card display logic. Uses game state, bonus image key, game state, bonus image state, game state, bonus image start, etc. to control the simple scaling animation of bonus cards. Quiz cards have a similar, but separate logic using game state, show quiz, game state, quiz state, etc. Drawing. The draw board function renders the bonus quiz images based on their respective states, growing, showing, shrinking. Triggers. Bonus cards are triggered in apply effect when landing on B. Quiz cards are triggered when landing on Q or via a bonus card effect, pick quiz. Assets. Already loads bonus card content images, bonus result images original. Needs to load cover images. Sounds. Already loads the necessary sounds, drip drop sound, drum machine sound, disconnect sound. Scaling. Rock-SQL-Pi already handles screen resizing and scaling, scale, offset X, offset Y. Integration strategy. Combine state. Integrate the anime state dictionary from NMTestPy into Rock-SQL-Pi's game state. This centralizes the animation state. Port assets. Load the card cover images, cover bonus, cover quiz, in Rock-SQL-Pi. Create the blank content quiz surface. Port constants. Copy the animation constants, durations, start scale, start rotations into Rock-SQL-Pi. Define the start positions relative to the die pose already defined in Rock-SQL-Pi. Port helper functions. Copy get scaled pose, interpolate position, and draw card into Rock-SQL-Pi. Modify draw card slightly if needed to fit the existing scaling offset system in Rock-SQL-Pi. Modify triggers. Update apply effect, for B and Q squares, and the bonus card effect handling pick quiz, to initialize the new animation state in game state instead of the old simple scaling state. Modify update logic. Integrate the animation state update logic from NMTestPy's main loop into Rock-SQL-Pi's main loop or update animation function. This logic should update the animation specific fields within game state. Modify drawing logic. Replace the existing bonus quiz card drawing code in draw board with a call to the ported draw card function, using the animation state from game state. Also, draw the static cards when no animation is active. Handle resizing. Ensure the animation's position calculations correctly use the scale, offset X, and offset Y from Rock-SQL-Pi. The get scaled pose function needs to be adapted or used carefully. Handle interactions. Modify the logic for dismissing the card. Currently space press or clicking quiz answers to trigger the flipping back state in the new animation system. Detailed implementation steps and refinements. Add cover images. Load cover bonus PNG and cover quiz PNG early in Rock-SQL-Pi. Create content quiz. Add constants. Define bonus start pose, quiz start pose, bonus start rotation, quiz start rotation, start scale, growing duration, flipping duration, shrinking duration near other constants. Add animation state to game state. Initialize game state with the fields from anime state, card anime active, card anime type, card anime state, etc. Using prefixes like card anime helps avoid naming conflicts. Add helper functions. Copy get scaled pose, interpolate position, draw card, review draw card. It takes screen, IMG, pose, scale factor, width scale, rotation, scale. This looks mostly compatible. Correction. NMTestPy's draw card takes scale but seems to use it differently, multiplying size again. Adjust draw card in Rock Sickle Pie to correctly use the global scale and offset AX, Y for positioning. The position passed should already be scaled and offset. Let's redefine draw card to take unscaled center pose and handle scaling offset internally. Revised plan. Keep draw card mostly as is, but ensure the pose passed to it is the final screen coordinate, already scaled and offset. Modify apply effect, B square, when a B square is landed on, instead of setting bonus image key, bonus image state, etc., update the game state, card anime, fields to start the growing animation for bonus. Play drip drop sound. 715. Set card anime active equals true. Set card anime type equals bonus. Set card anime image equals cover bonus. Determine the content image, content bonus, based on the actual bonus card effect, like before. Store this in card anime content image. Set card anime pose equals bonus start pose, will be scaled later. Set card anime rotation equals bonus start rotation. Set card anime state equals growing. Set card anime start time equals time. Initialize scale factor, with scale, flipped. Important, the action associated with the bonus card still needs to be stored. Game state, bonus action, to be applied after the card is fully shown, showing state. Modify apply effect, Q square, similar to B, initialize game state, card anime, for quiz. Play drum machine sound. Set card anime type equals quiz. Set card anime image equals cover quiz. Set card anime content image equals content quiz. Store the actual quiz question options in game state. Quiz question, as before. Initialize animation state fields. Modify bonus card pick quiz effect. When the bonus action is pick quiz, after the bonus card animation finishes, shrinking state completes, trigger the quiz card animation. Integrate animation update logic. Create a new function update card animation, game state, scale, offset X, offset Y, or put the logic directly in the main loop. Check if game state get, card anime active, false. Calculate elapsed time. Implement the if-elif chain for growing, flipping, showing, flipping back, shrinking states, updating the card anime, fields in game state. Crucially, adapt position calculations. Start pose needs to be the scaled and offset version of bonus start pose or quiz start pose. Use get scaled offset pose, a potentially new helper. End pose needs to be the scaled and offset center of the screen. Use interpolate position with these scaled offset positions. Store the result directly in game state, card anime pose. In the flipping state, when t equals 0.5, set game state, card anime image, equals game state, card anime content image. In the flipping back state, when t equals 0.5, set game state, card anime image, back to the cover image, cover bonus or cover quiz. In the showing state, if the card type is quiz, this is where the quiz buttons should appear. If the type is bonus, this is where the bonus action should be applied, start movement, go to jail, etc. When the shrinking animation finishes, set game state, card anime active, equals false. If the animation was triggered by a bonus card's pick quiz effect, now trigger the quiz card animation. Modify draw board. Add an else block to the main for I, square and enumerate, squares loop. Correction, this isn't right. Need to draw outside the loop, or at the end. At the end of draw board or near the end, before maybe UI elements like settings. Check if game state get, card anime active, false. Call draw card, screen, game state, card anime image, game state, card anime pose, game state, card anime scale factor, game state, card anime with scale, game state, card anime rotation, 1.0. Note, the final scale argument in draw card needs reconsideration. Since Rock Sickle Pie's resize assets scales images based on scale, and draw card also scales based on scale factor, maybe the last argument to draw card should just be 1.0. Yes, let's try that. The pose passed should already be screen coordinates. Add an else block. If no animation is active, draw the static, small, rotated bonus and quiz cards at their starting positions using draw card with start scale, 1.0 width, and bonus quiz start rotation. Calculate the scaled offset starting positions first. Modify dismissal logic. Find where the quiz answer buttons are handled, mouse a button down. When an answer is clicked, and a card animation is in the showing state, trigger the flipping back state, game state, card anime state, equals flipping back, game state, card anime start time, equals time, game state, card anime flipped, equals false. Play disconnect sound. How to handle dismissing the bonus card. Anim test pie used the same key, KB or KQ. In Rock Sickle Pie, Bonus cards currently dismiss automatically after the action starts, and a delay. Adapt this. When the bonus action completes, for example, player movement finishes, and the card animation is showing, trigger flipping back. Play disconnect sound. Refactor quiz display. The old quiz drawing logic, if game state get, show quiz, false, needs to be mostly removed or adapted. The drawing is now handled by the card animation. The button creation and interaction logic still needs to happen when game state, card anime state, equals showing and game state, card anime type, equals quiz. Position the buttons relative to the card's position, game state, card anime pose. Code implementation and testing. Implement the changes step by step. Test thoroughly. Trigger bonus card animation. Does it grow, flip, show content, apply effect, flip back, shrink correctly? Trigger quiz card animation. Does it grow, flip, show blank content, allow answering, flip back, shrink correctly? Trigger bonus card that leads to quiz card. Does the sequence work? Test resizing during animation. Does it adapt correctly? Test sounds. Ensure the static cards display correctly when no animation is active. Final code polish. Add comments. Ensure variable names are clear. Remove redundant old code. Make sure the integration is clean. Check asset paths again. Ensure the scale and offset logic is consistently applied. Collapse to hide model thoughts 31.9s. Python, start of file rock SQL Pi. Import pygame import random import time.